third ball of the first over, still yet to score. Goes for the big hit, big slog sweep, 6 runs. Quick pickup from Pollock and launched that into the stands. That seemingly sort of came out of nowhere because he played quite tentatively at the first 2. He moves in now and Pollock goes for a big shot again, and that's gone for 6 as well. That's a huge hit over towards Cow Corner. It nearly goes out onto the Gilligan Road, but it's...
Van Beek is in, bowls. Libby pushes him away off a thick outside edge. It stopped. There's a confusion. There could be a run out. Van Beek says yes, he's got his man. Well, considering that was a no ball, Pollock came charging down the pitch. The open stance that Roderick has. Van Beek bowls to him. Pull is nicely clipped away off his toes, and that's going to run out to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Well, an absolutely raced across the outfield, actually. Runs in and bowls, and he is clipped high over one bounce over mid-wicket for 4 more. So expensive.
Salisbury runs away from us, all in green, right arm over the wicket, and he goes for the scoop and executes it brilliantly, does Roderick. That's a wonderful shot. It was premeditated, but he moved across his stumps and Salisbury didn't see him coming. He did the smart thing there, Roderick, which is he didn't go too early. Makes his way in now, past the umpire, bowls, that's driven down the ground, that's a lovely shot aerially, and it's a 1 bounce 4.
Down the slope he charges, knees pumping and bowls to Libby. No, he can't because it's short. Oh, it is caught! Brilliantly caught by Rahan Ahmed. Again, it was slightly short of a good length, and I thought for a second that he's clearing mid-wicket, but Rahan Ahmed...
16 to Roderick, Van Beek is in, and he moves away from his stumps. Van Beek follows him, and he pulls it for 4. Very quickly onto that, both batsman and bowler trying to outwit each other, and it is Van Beek, energetic run up past the umpire. Now the attempted ramp, and he's executed that brilliantly. He's timed it fantastically, and was that dropped in the crowd?
Dropped in the crowd. Hose is on strike to Ben Mike, and that is a little bit short and pulled by Hose, and that's going to be 4 as well. Little short-armed pull, didn't try and overhit it, floated it brilliantly.
Bowling from the pavilion end as a reverse sweep, and it's swept towards the leg boundary over there and goes for 4.
Down the slope he comes from the Bennett end, bowls to Gareth Roderick, and it's going to be caught at... No, it's not going to be caught at mid-on. It looked like Rishi...
Outfield.
Oh, and then it was an awful scramble and a real mess up amongst the fielding. Wicket backward square and long leg as Scriven is in. Hose steps back and drives very pleasantly, and it will not be chased down.
And Rahan right arm over the wicket. Slog sweep high up in the air and finds the gap. 1 bounce and 4. There's a deep mid wicket and a long on down there, and it pierced the gap and races away for 4 runs. Ahmed, his response as Roderick comes across and guides it away, and he gets 4 for that as well. Squarer this time, but between the 2 fielders again.
Javasquez, a little sort of skip before he goes in and bowls. That's straight-ish, and he's going to be leg before wicket. Roderick had turned, he knew straight away. He'd stepped across, as he'd done throughout much of his innings so far, looking to work it into the leg side, but it was straight.
In comes Scriven. Bowls, and down the pitch comes Hose, and he gets 4 runs for it. Straight as a dart down the ground, he was onto it quickly, picked up the length.
Steps in and does so down the wicket. Leading edge should be caught by Shan Masood. Is caught at Shan Masood.
Ahmed with a lot of pace in. Slog sweep played out towards the leg side for 4. Again piercing the gap between deep mid wicket and deep square leg.
Vasquez is in. Pingu slog sweeps over deep backward square for 6. Lovely pickup.
Uppercut, something like that. And he comes, he does bang it in, and it's top edged and caught. Oh, he's kept in from the boundary rope, brilliantly caught. And Mike's plan works.
Surface. 2nd wicket for Ben Mike.
And a plan that worked perfectly, didn't it? There's the new man in, left-handed as Mike comes in and bowls, and this is hit in the air. He's going to be caught first ball. Terrible shot, toe-ended by Worcestershire, straight to the man, which is Hinley, waits, and it's a Yorker, and it comes off the pad. There's an appeal for leg before wicket, but it trickles down to the wicket-keeper, and that is the end of the over.
Ahmed and bowls to Tom Hinley, goes back and is bowled. Horizon to him, and Ahmed over the wicket to Taylor. Bowls. Taylor immediately reverse sweeps, and reverse sweeps very effectively down to find 3rd man for 4. Nice shot.
the umpire, bowling left arm round the wicket, and that's a reverse sweep and a lovely play, lovely shot there from Taylor. Lovely pick up off the half volley.
Van Beek is in to wait. Bowles slashed away through the offside, in the air, straight to the man on the deep extra cover boundary, Tom Scriven.
And he comes, he's up to the wicket, bowls, and he's pulled round the corner, and it goes for 4. Well, he does get into double figures in terms of runs conceded.
In goes Van Beek and Bowles, and Singh has got hold of that one, clubbed it over mid-on, and he picks up 4. Van Beek is furious with himself. Well, that is a nice round, 150.
No, he's Australian.
Yeah, no, I know he's Australian, but I've just wondered whether it meant he had, as that one is chopped away from outside off stump by Budinger out to the backward point boundary for 4. Whether Dorcius is in, Bowles down the wicket goes Budinger and slams him for 6. Didn't see him coming there, the Australian, and
It was
the crowd down there. But good, well done, whoever caught it. In goes Dorcius. Budinger backs away, slower ball, and he's caught behind. Yes, he is, Graham Lloyd. 30 is sort of roughly equivalent to a 50, isn't it, in T20? But so he's done his job.
left arm spinners like that, do you really? Wrist spinners.
Bowles tosses that one up pleasantly, and Masood drives equally pleasantly out towards wide, long, off for 4 actually.
So he's got 2 scores of the mid-40s in his Leicestershire career. Big hit from Patel. It's high up in the air. I think he's going to be caught, and is caught.
Good catch
by long off. It was a good catch. He was running round to his left on the boundary rope.
as Hindley is in. Bowles to him. He works it back down the pitch towards Tom Hindley, who doesn't field it cleanly but manages to recover the ball. Hindley is in, tosses it right up outside off stump, driven for 4. And that was a poor delivery, over pitched and wide. It was a late. Bowles. Ahmed is edging down towards third man. That's going to run away for 4. Singh chased after it, couldn't get there. And Tom Hindley. Bowles tosses it up. Ahmed drives him over extra cover for 4. 1-2 bounces.
Ahmed, right-handed batsman, waits and scoops delightfully. It's a terrible ball from Singh, full toss. And he just leant forward. And
already Taylor is in. Bowles. Masood drives beautifully for 4.
So that's third cover drive. He's done that delightfully. Is that controversial? Duffy moves away from us. Ahmed uppercuts for 4. Flashed at that, but safely enough. 1 bounce, and over the rope it goes.
Runs in and Bowles. A short ball to Masood, who clubs it straight to mid-on, and he's caught.
Broad-shouldered, and he comes. Oh, Kimber has hit that hard, and it's gone for 6 over towards Cow Corner. Latched onto that immediately. Big hit from Kimber. That is where he is so talented and so natural. And now it's 34.
End runs in or jogs in and bowls to Ahmed, who hits it up into the air. Could be caught at deep extra cover, and is caught at deep extra cover. Who gives a look, a very pointed look to. Fall of the wicket notwithstanding, Hindley is in, tosses it up. It's a full toss that is swept for 4. Full toss outside leg stump. If you want a ball to get off the mark. Hindley steps in and Bowles drops a little bit short, and it's pulled out to deep mid-wicket for 4. Off the front foot, really. I say pulled, it was a sort of...
Here's Singh, comes in. There's a reverse paddles for Cox, and that's going to run away for 4. It's being chased down, and here comes Singh. Tosses this one up. Big hit from Kimber down the ground. That is the definition of a club shot.
Rumbles in and Bowles very straight, edged down to third man for 4, and Leicestershire have indeed won. An attempted drive by Kimber, thick outside edge, ran very quickly down to third man.